Okay, class 9th, let's continue with Act 1 Scene 2. Fine. Earlier, we read that Nerissa informed Portia that she need not to be worried of getting married of any of these suitors who have come because they have acquainted Nerissa with the decision of going back without taking part in the lottery of casket. Fine. So now Portia's speech we will look at. So Portia says, if I live to be as old as Sibylla, I will die as chaste as Dinah, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. So now children, first we need to know who is Sibylla and who is Dinah. So Sibylla was in a Roman mythology, a poet. Ovid, he has written Metamorphosis. In that it is described that Sibylla was a prophetess. Fine. And Apollo, the god of sun in Roman mythology, granted her a wish that she can live as many years, clear, as there were the grains of sand in her hand. जितने उसके हाथ में sand grains थे, she can live as many years. Fine. So she was ageless. Clear? So here she is referred as a traditional old woman. And now let's see who is Dinah. Dinah is in a Roman mythology. Dinah is the goddess of hunting. She's the goddess of moon, and moreover she is the goddess of virginity. Right? So what she is saying, if I live to be as old as Sibylla, I will live as chaste as Dinah. She said, even if I continue to live for centuries like Sibylla, clear? I would not marry. I would die as chaste as Dinah means I would not marry. I would remain as chaste as Dinah. I would clear until I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. Until I would get married, clear, by the terms, clear, that is expressed in my father's will. I would not marry except in the terms of my father's will. Even if I live for many years like Sibylla, I would remain as chaste, as pure as Dinah, until and unless I get married by the lottery of casket devised by my father. So, children, these lines of Portia shows that she is a obedient daughter. Fine. Though she is in the beginning we have seen that she was in a melancholic mood. She is sad on the prospectus of getting married by this lottery of casket because she is not having the freedom of choosing her husband, but still she accepts her father's will. So this shows that she is an obedient daughter. Fine. I am glad the parcel of wooer are so reasonable. So I am very happy that this group of suitors who are here, they are so reasonable. I am happy to see that. Clear. They are so sensible as they have decided to quit. For there is not one among them, but I dote on him very absence. Because there is no one among them whom I like. There is no one among them whose departure, clear, whom I will miss. There's no one in this group whom I do not wish to be absent. I wish all of them to go. Clear? And I pray God grant them a fair departure, and I pray to God grant all of them a safe departure from here. So now here Nerissa mentions a young man, a Venetian man. Definitely he is referring here Bassanio. Nerissa, do you not remember, lady, in your father's time a Venetian, a scholar and a soldier that came hither in a company of Marquis of Monteferrat, So remember, ask, ma'am, do you not remember a citizen of Venice, a Venetian citizen who was a scholar and a soldier, who once came here in the company of Marquis of Montferrata when your father was alive? Portia, yes, yes, it was Bassanio. I think so. Was he called? Now Portia remembered him. Says, yes, yes, I do remember him. He was Bassanio. His name was Bassanio. Nerissa, true, ma'am. He, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes looked upon, was the best deserving a fair lady. Nerissa said, yes, you are right, ma'am. And of all the men whom my foolish eyes has ever seen, he was the most worthy of becoming a husband of a beautiful lady like you. He was the most deserving candidate for you. Portia, I remember him well, and I remembered him worthy of thy praise. Portia said, yes, I remember him well, and I also remember that he deserved your praise. So the simple answer of Portia shows that she loves Bassanio. She is having some feelings for Bassanio. Meanwhile enters a servant. How now? What news? Portia asked the servant. Yes. What is the news you have brought? Servant, the four strangers seeks for you, madam, to take their leave. Saying, ma'am, the four foreigner visitors who are looking for you, ma'am, in order to take farewell, in order to take leave of you. And there is a forerunner. Forerunner means messenger. Come from the fifth, the Prince of Morocco, who bring word the prince, his master, will be here tonight. And there is a forerunner, and a messenger has arrived. The four suitors want to take leave from you. They are looking for you. And the messenger of the fifth suitor has come. Clear? He has announced who messenger he is, the Prince of Morocco, and he has announced, the messenger has brought a news, clear, that his master, who is the Prince of Morocco, he will be here by tonight. The messenger has come in advance to tell you that the prince would reach here tonight. Portia, if I could bid the fifth welcome with so good heart as I can bid the other four farewell, I should be glad of his approach. Now Portia said, if I could bid the fifth welcome with so good heart as I can bid the four farewell, if it were possible for me to welcome the fifth suitor with as cheerful as cheerfully as with which I can bid farewell to the other four suitors, I would feel glad at his arrival. If I can be as happy at his arrival as I am happy on the departure of these four princes, then definitely I would be glad of his approach. If he have the condition of a saint and the complexion of a devil, I had rather he should strive me than wive me. Now children, see. First let us see that, then I'll tell you Portia's view over here. What she is saying? If he have the condition of a saint, if he has the saintly nature, if he is having the very good nature, clear? But if he he is having the complexion of devil, but if he is having the black complexion, clear? I had rather he should strive me than wive me. Then I would rather request him to teach me, listen to my confession, then accept him as my husband. Clear? Now, children, because he was the Prince of Morocco, he lived somewhere in nearby the equator, and the people lived in that area, African country, they are of dark complexion. So Portia said that if he is dark complexion man, clear, and if he is having the saintly nature, if he is having the purity like saints but the dark complexion, I would rather to be taught by him than to marry him. So this shows the racial attitude of Portia. Clear? She doesn't want to marry a black complexion man. Just once in a play we have seen that. Fine? Come Nerissa, Shreya, go before. She said, okay, come Nerissa. Clear? She tells her servant, follow, go ahead of us, sir, go ahead of us. While we shut the gate upon one wooer, another knocks at the door. While we close the door upon one suitor, another knocks at the door. जैसे हम अपना gate एक suitor के लिए बंद करते हैं, another knocks at the door and then they exit. So children, this is a act 1 scene 2. We have finished with it, right? So if you have any problem in this, you may ask. Thank you.